I had to continue. I'm sorry. I had an amazing father. The only problem was he was mentally ill, but not in like a bad mentally ill kind of way, but in a kind of like you just can't keep your fucking mouth shut when people don't want to speak to you. Jamie, hold this.
Consistent. By the way, I don't know anyone else that would stick to this. I definitely wouldn't.
Jamie, every single person that has a good body sticks to this. I love you. In a friendship setting, I say I love you to Jimmy, I say I love you to the boys, I say I love you to strangers that I feel I make uncomfortable. I love you does not mean anything sexual. Anyways, I had to pay for this video.
Yeah. How many text messages have you gotten today?
I don't know.
From your trainer?
0. Oh. No, I found the so anyways,
Videos are better.
the point of this man is that if Jamie wasn't looking at social media and her comment was, oh, you know, this person, whatever, and I was like, oh man, and Jamie had something actually neutral to say, not negative, but definitely not positive. And I found that to be very uncharacteristic of Jamie. She's a very bubbly, positive person.
Okay.
And, one second. So it was a neutral comment.
Okay.
And I found it very odd
Okay.
because from a very positive person, I couldn't understand. I mean, obviously it was rooted in jealousy, but that's only because now you're finally honest with yourself. But the jealous part of this was that this human being has a chance to restart their life and they're able to go public with it. I'm only saying this because right now you're not in a marital status, is that correct? Okay, and that is by choice.
Yes.
And it was very civilly done from what I was able to see. And that's kind of what I was expecting, based on the fact that you were married to an attorney and, I don't know, people do civil things. Especially if someone like myself who's nonviolent and is protected and has dealt with so much shit. Like, I didn't just like, the whole point is the tile on the 6th and then the 7th video is very unhealthy. Do you understand?
Tile?
The tile pic of us.
The dates. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
I
very
understand. It's a
unhealthy.
huge flip.
So this man, Josito, and I have never met ever. But I right away, when Jamie made her comment, said, you know what? I don't agree. Why can't this guy be happy and this woman be happy? And I was kind of happy for them. And that's when I became a Josito fan. That's how I became a Josito fan.
There you go.
You just forgot. Do you remember now?
No.
Why? How do you think I always said I'm a big Josito fan.
I mean, all I remember is that saying his name and like it comes off your tongue, so like
Well, there was a
like one of
coach.
those like
There was
names.
Don Zimmer or something.
So like.
It is a cool sounding
You
name.
know?
Like, this is not that cool of a name. I wish my name was Josito. I was like, yo, what's up, man? I'm Josito. You don't even know if his name is like Josito or like one word.
It's just one word.
See, the thing is, this is why people hate me, because you would think that I'm making fun of this guy, but I've never met this human being. Nothing negative.
No,
to say.
you're not making fun of
I've never said a single bad thing, but you would think that when you watch the video, they're gonna be like, you know, I don't want my name coming out of your mouth or something like that. So like
I think it should be a compliment, you know? It came up, we were watching a show.
The point is,
like,
I've never looked at Instagram in my life. It's beyond unhealthy.
It's so unhealthy.
Facebook is
Even
very
if I
unhealthy.
go
And the
on
worst,
for like a minute.
the worst is TikTok. And the TikTok,
I hate it.
the singularity will change in the way it is presented to the human being. And even though I was able to destroy it, and kids that are on TikTok can just have their phones taken away and that's it. But you need to have a parent that actually cares, once again, and I care a lot. My wife and I fight constantly about this subject because she is affected. Her screen time will display this. Her screen time on social media will show the amount of hours that she spends on it. And to allow our child to do 7 hours cracking out on TikTok while Pierce is getting hurt, and I'm not allowed near her or the boys, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like weird rules.
But the rules are just insane.
Very ambiguous.
Well, not only that, I'm a safety first guy. I keep it,
You
like the whole thing is insane.
Right.
I don't even know how to react to it. And the craziest part of the whole thing is this: my kids, I'm arrested, my house, and all that. And then when I get upset at court, they're like, "Oh, you're crazy." And I look at her and I think to myself, "Wow, Your Honor, what human being would ever allow what you guys did to me and not be upset?" And I say this as calm as humanly possible.
That's true.
There is no human being on earth that has achieved what I have achieved and is as passionate of a human, father, and everything else. All the reasons why Mallory married me is the reasons why you all hate me. Don't you understand? Mallory and a lot of other people that are watching this are affected by the singularity because they got into it later on in life. Does this make any sense to you, Jamie?
What do you mean that it would affect them this differently later in life? Wouldn't it affect younger people more?
No. TikTok right now, kids are on TikTok. It's a different feed.
I don't understand how it would affect someone
No one.
older than
I'll
more.
explain. No one is going to announce a sexual relationship on TikTok. It is a platform for children. Period. End of sentence. Instagram is an adult social media platform.
Okay.
Instagram allows for women to look very different, men, to make themselves
I
look really,
100%
really good.
agree with you.
You understand now?
I agree with you.
TikTok was created
I've been a
in
victim to it.
Right.
Mhm.
So all you have to do is shut it down.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, so that's it. So like when you're not watching them, like your kids spend a lot of time doing sports with you, right?
Mhm.
You're a sports mom. First and foremost, let me explain to you guys something about Jamie Resnick. You might have a lot of opinions about her, whatever, and definitely about me. But I'm going to say one thing twice. She's an amazing friend, and she's an incredible mother. And there's not a single person amongst 31,330 or whatever derivative of 31,000 currently shows on Instagram would ever go against the two things I said, and I'll explain to you why. Number one, she has shown me loyalty and friendship during times where I never thought anyone would ever even talk to me, let alone the things she has done. I assure you this is one of the reasons why she's lost a lot of friends and family, because she was the glue that bound the entire equation known as the Hagman clan and the Resnick clan, and the reason I can say that very calmly is because I've seen zero pictures of any family occasions that are not on social media, meaning that there's nothing that is done that is kept private. It is events and things that are done for the purposes of showing the world, not showing yourself. It is not a mirror, it is a see-through mirror. Does this make any sense?
Total.
Now you're getting it?
Yeah.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, if I wasn't able to utilize my words correctly. You have to understand that when you're speaking
Totally.
on behalf of 300 million Americans and trying to save lives of your in-laws, your wife, your kids, and every person that is affected by staring at a screen and watching other people's lives manipulated through an algorithm, it is not real.
It's not.
What you're watching is not real. The real Dan Reese is an amazing guy. I have an iPhoto library of 10,000 videos and images you can imagine of me and my boys loving each other. My wife is there most of the time. This is not the real Dan Reese's. You will see other videos. I can explain to you very calmly, Ms. Resnick.
Yeah.
Are we done on the subject, Mr. Josie?
Yeah.
Why don't you erase this board? Hey Joe, listen, it's nice to meet you. I'm Dan. I apologize for this. You're the only human being whose name I know that I've never met in this area that I know, but I believe is a real human being, and thank you for allowing me a chance to prove the point. Jamie, do you want to say thank you, Joe?
Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate it.
Yeah, please do not email us anything except thank you.
No,
please
we are
don't end
fans.
our emails. We are fans.
We're
We
big
have
fans.
nothing- We have zero negative to say.
Zero.
Nor have I ever looked at your Instagram account ever in my life.
Never.
Okay,
Never,
nothing
never.
personal. I just like women more, and definitely in the flesh, like humans, not the fake digital version or whatever, Playboy or internet porn or whatever. I like humans. I'm a big human fan. Okay, why don't you write 120% ROI? That's it. I did commercial real estate for 4 years. 2 of them were practice. I've been doing it since I was 22 years old. I was about 23 years old when I went under contract for the first lying. Again, 24 years old. I was 24 years old when I bought 221 Washington Street with my own money. My mom and I, we were able to do it because I had a ton of cash, and my mom was able to take mortgage out of her house to show the money, and I never was involved in any forms of money laundering ever in my life. I actually was against it very much, and I tried to talk to my mom about paying the taxes, but she has no interest in doing anything like that. So that's my mom for you. So when you're raised by a mom like that, who in a completely different video after I take a break and have something to eat, I'll explain to you that I've been a victim of domestic violence almost my entire life. growing up with my mother, and you can ask my brother Mark Rhesus. And the reason why he's not deposed and I'm not doing any of this stuff is because Mark Rhesus doesn't have anything to do with my violence, me being a victim of violence at 19 where I live. So that part of it has to do with the reality that I feel really ashamed. I still feel ashamed because I did not take corrective action and I allowed it to balloon to a point because my support system failed me. What I should have been doing was continuously filming and trying to get help. But instead, my support system was manipulated by my spouse into believing that by not recording, I would somehow alleviate the situation.
Yeah.
But instead, not only did it balloon, she started to weaponize and using recordings and fake recordings to a point where there's just like a whole stage set of just flour everywhere, and like I look like Tony Montana, I'm sure, in some of her videos. And they're not true. They're all fake. You don't see me in there doing drugs or any of that stuff. And like if there is some plausible evidence of any wrongdoing whatsoever, I would like to believe that we live in a society where I have a civil way to explain myself. And my explanation is very simple. After 2 serious years of having an investor, Matthew Leff, I carefully reviewed my return on investment for what he had put into me as the working partner in a business relationship. Pretty simple, right? I saw that in my worst property, I get 120% ROI. In the worst, over the course of 4 or 5 years, and 2 being really properly funded, okay? 5 years ago is when this happened. At the same time, my family had moved into our home. My wife assaulted me really, really badly the first couple of weeks. You were witness to this, is this correct?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you for finally speaking. From the second that my wife, Mallory Ilana Rhesus, Mrs. Daniel M. Rhesus, I'm going to tell you again, that means a lot to me and a lot of people. Maybe not to the audience and maybe not to her anymore, but that means a lot to a lot of people. From the second that one fist, let alone what she did to me over the course of 5 years, I ended my ability to do work. Period. End of sentence. End of story. That's it. I worked my ass off, and only to fight with her on a daily basis because I thought that the thing that I do best, which is business and applied mathematics, if she cooperated with me, would bring us together. Because I lost her. I lost her to the singularity. The woman I married would never put her hands on Daniel M. Rhesus ever in her life. This is a different human being. There's no one that is listening to me. There's an entire police department that is so fucking sexually charged by basic communications. All anyone needs to do is look at the body camera footage between myself interacting with law enforcement versus the way Mallory interacts with law enforcement. And then all you have to do is look at the videos I submit. If you guys think that's a mentally healthy human being, you will be terminated immediately. And I don't want to hurt Mallory. I want to help Mallory. And no one is listening. There's not a single human being. I'm pleading. I am pleading. I haven't spoken to my boys the entire day. I'm not calling them anymore. Because my wife has kidnapped my children. She has prevented me from having the password to the email address. She has taken tape and covered all the as many cameras as she could reach in order to commit acts of child endangerment. I am at a loss of words of what you're about to see, and I will be the one that is blamed for showing the content, rather than the reality that I'm screaming at the top of my lungs that this is not the same woman I married. I am the same human being. I might have changed when Miss Resnick came into my life and I wasn't assaulted and abused on a daily basis slightly in order to prepare myself for this transformation. This is the real dad, guys. I am very high focused, very high energy. I am extremely smart. I am one of the most fiercest protectors you'll ever meet in your life. I'm extremely good at making money. So for example, right now, I'm about to hopefully go under contract. If I can get access to my office and take a meeting like a human being, I can show the person that I'm about to do business with my skills in the real estate business by showing them just simply my house by walking into my office. You can see immediately that I'm a very serious builder. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're lucky to have enough tour of my home, you'll understand what I mean. But because of my low cash situation at a temporary time that is directly as a result of being a victim of both domestic abuse, fraud, and theft, as well as countless other crimes that have been, I've been silenced by the use and weaponization of lawyers that are taking money to commit crimes on behalf of their clients, as well as a complete failure in law enforcement and child protection services in the county of Essex. Period. End of story. Do you agree with what I just said?
It's true.
It's scary.
It's so scary.
You want to vomit. And one of the things I want to tell you is never fear. I is here. You see, the reason why John Pierce, first and foremost, litigation is an art form. I learned it from John Pierce, who learned it from John Quinn. This is a real thing. Look it up. John Quinn started a law firm called Quinn Emanuel. If you are a lawyer, you must be living on the fucking moon if you are, and you've never heard of this brand. Lawyers are amazing. Brands are even stronger. Look, here's what I'm about to tell you, all right? I am so upset at what's going on. I'm sorry.
I can tell.
The reason why we won in Rittenhouse was because John Pierce structured a backup defense to the first offense. It's very complicated, but it's called the Minuteman Law. At the time, during the Milwaukee Kenosha riots, the governor of the state told the police forces to stand down, which means that citizens were able to legally take arms to protect their personal property. All right? Right now I have top position, if anyone's watching. Please understand I'm a non-violent human being. I have full top position. You have 24 hours from this time of whenever Ms. Resnick posts the video to take option 1. That's it. It's pretty simple, right? I have absolute full top position. I want to do nothing but help. I assure you that I'm not looking to take anyone's parental rights. The whole point of this video is that I would never do the things to my partner that were done to me. That's the point of this video. Under no circumstances would I ever hurt my children to prove a point or hurt my spouse. It is sadistic. It is so beyond wrong. Plus, I love my kids and I'm a good father. So whatever you heard is complete bullshit. All you need to do is see me one day. I run around and take care of other people's kids. I will take care of absolutely everything. If I had the money, I would give everything to everyone. I don't give a fuck about money. I never wanted it again. I gave Jamie power of attorney. Money almost ruined my life.
It's true.
Look, I'm going to tell you guys something very, very carefully, Ms. Resnick. I hope you're paying attention to this statement. Listen to me very carefully, because we're going to end it on this statement. I hope every single male that has participated in this fucking bullshit listens to me. And women, you're even worse, because you knew as a mother what instinct you had to suppress in order to make this happen. You flushed your license to be a mother down the toilet, which is the worst thing you could have done, ever. Now, listen to me very carefully. Any pawn can take the queen, but the game is not over until the king is down. Rewind and play it again, bitches.